What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Hummer Lecter, and today I have here the Daredevil Man Without Fear 3-pack. And I gotta say, normally when it comes to 2-packs or 3-packs, normally the main figure is pretty cool, but normally the second or third or fourth figure won't be so nice. But I have to admit that this 3-pack figure over here is actually very interesting, because it's been a while since we have had a proper comic Daredevil kind of figure, and also we haven't had a Elektra figure for quite some time. I think there's only two in the modern Marvel Legends line, in the form of the red one that we had with the SPDR wave, and also we had the Netflix one as well. And I think this is the first time we have had it here. And also Bullseye, I think this is just the second time. Although, yes, you guys might know, it's pretty much the same as with the previous Bullseye that we have had also in the Netflix line, in that wave. And also, of course, when it comes to Daredevil, I know if you compare this to like the Wolverines, the Deadpools, the Spider-Mans, we haven't had much of Daredevil. I think the last one we have had is again the Netflix, and before that is quite some time, which I have all of them, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. But today I'm just super excited with this 3-pack here. We're going to do some unboxing. I'm going to show you all the accessories and figures on this. So let's get right into it. And lastly, over here we have Daredevil, the man without fear himself, and what you can get in terms of accessories is another set of hands. So you have one closed-fisted one, and you have one to hold the clubs that we have here with most of Daredevil figures. So we have a pair of clubs here, the billy clubs, and for this one we do have two sets of cables over here to give it more of an action dynamic. And here we have the man without fear again, with all the billy clubs attached to it, so it does give you a very dynamic pose. The only thing that is a bit of a bummer is that this one is not a bendable wire, so this is what you're gonna get. So you can actually just choose between two of them. I think if they give us a bendable wire, just one, I think that would be really great. And this is really similar to the one that they gave us with the SPDR wave, the black Daredevil suit. So yes, similar one here. You can just pose it around, you can hold it, and one thing that's a bit sad here is that you cannot connect both of these to each other, so you can't make the stand for this, and there's no extra hit with this as well with Daredevil, which is a bit of a bummer. And let's go on to the Daredevil figure itself. What I gotta say is that as a Daredevil fan, not a huge fan, but as a fan, I gotta say I'm just super excited about this. Finally, we have a new body mold, and it does give you the butterfly joints, because Daredevil is an athlete, he is an acrobatic, so he needs to be flexible as well. And then it does give you a very nice Daredevil look with the eyes over here, nice face as well, very serious face, that's how he is. And of course, going on to the DD here. To be honest, first time when I saw it, it wasn't very apparent. You gotta look at it like this very close to get a more close-up view on this. And then we go on to the arms as well. Very nice paint job here. But the other thing I gotta say about this is that it feels very monotonous, like just one color, which of course is a bit of a bummer, because you see the holster here, you see the belt, you see the DD, you see his arm and everything. It just looks almost the same color. I wish they'd have added a bit more shades to it. But looking at the figure again, it's a very nice quality figure, similar body mold to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and you have this as well on the back. Very nice color paint, and of course we have the toe joint as well. So going on to the back here, you have your Daredevil butt, you have this hinge over here. So far with just one color, you're not going to get a lot of paint smudges or whatsoever. Very cool figure indeed, really awesome. And I gotta say, it looks really badass here, and again quite comic accurate, I would say. And again, finally we have Daredevil over here, and with terms of the head, you can move the head up a lot and look down a lot as well. And then go on to the shoulders here. Again, he does have the butterfly effect, so you can go all the way in, or you can spread out all the way, so give you that extra freedom of posing. In terms of the joints as well, on the elbows, you have a double joint elbow here. And then when it comes to the hands, you can either go up or down, and then you can twist it as much as you want. It does give you the bicep swivel. And then going on to the ab crunch, this is one of the best ab crunch, because you can give you a lot of motion left and right, up and down. Then you can go even more, so you can bend all the way inside like this. So I'm going to show you. So you can pose it like that, really awesome. And you can pose it in different angles with that sweet hinge. And then going on to the upper thighs, you can switch it around like this. And then you have your double jointed knees as well. A bit stiff. So you can see Daredevil is just posing it around like that. It's quite stiff material, I would say, probably because it's so new. Probably a little bit of warming up would do. And then you have your calf rotation as well. And it comes to this, you'd have your ankle pivot, and you do have the toe joints as well. And boom, these are all the Daredevil figures from Marvel Legends. So we have the black suited one here, and then we have the yellow first suited, and then we have the red Daredevil, which again is a similar mold as with the first Daredevil we have here, the red suited, the one that we're all used to. We have the retro one here with the head. We have the Netflix Daredevil, and we have my kit badge here. I use the Thunderbolt Ross, or is it the Teteros Ross with the sculpt, the head from the Cyclops 3-pack. So all looking good. And I think one thing that you guys want to check out is how it looks like with a head swap. So I'm going to take this out. Okay, so this is how it looks like with the yellow Daredevil head. And I gotta say, it looks very, very weird. It has a long neck here. And this one looks very out of place. Let me switch it up and go on to this. And this is how it looks like with the Cyclops headrest. And again, it looks very, very awkward. It does have the long neck. It's very, very loose here, but you know, it just gives you a bit more range of motion. This is how it actually looks. And comparing all three of the red Daredevils at about 6 inches on all three of them. So you can see here about all of the same size. And I gotta say, I gotta admit that when it comes to which red Daredevil looks the best, I have to give it to these two. I think they have the better representation. They have the better face sculpt, in my opinion. When it comes to articulation, definitely this one does take the cake because it just gives you a whole different plastic material, whole different sculpt, whole different body mold. But yeah, in terms of the favorite one, I think overall I do like the Netflix one. It looks really cool although with the limited rotations. But this one here, these two, I think are my favorite Daredevil figures. Hopefully in line, definitely they're going to come out with more Daredevil figures, which I'm super excited to check out. Alright, so here is it side by side with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, and they're using the same exact body mold, and also they do have the toe joints as well, which of course gives it an interesting approach. But in terms of the body size, the Spider-Man here does look a little bit bigger compared to Daredevil. The shoulders are a little bit more restricted in, whereas this one here looks a bit more bulky and whatever so on. I do know that most of the time in the comics, Daredevil is taller and also sometimes even bulkier compared to Spider-Man. So this one is a little bit out of proportion. But I do like the nice body mold that we have with this Daredevil figure. Alright, so that is it with the Daredevil 3-pack, and I gotta say, I actually really like this set over here. All these figures are actually quite hard to find nowadays, and I do like it that Hasbro has given all three of them over here with a lot of accessories, and I do hope in the future Daredevil will give us another head sculpt to go with that, the Matt Murdock head sculpt. Overall, I give this maybe a 9 out of 10, a solid 9 out of 10 figure. So if you guys did enjoy this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. So I'll see you in the next one.